Hey guys, welcome to the fourth episode of Afterthoughts here at Cobrinha's in Los Angeles. My name is Zach Smith. I'm the host of the show, and this month's episode is going to be featuring recently promoted brown belt Michael Carnes. Mike's been training here for about 3 years now. He came to Cobrinha's as a purple belt and was just recently promoted to brown belt last month at our belt ceremony after winning the 2015 Pan Ams as well as the Masters World Championships at purple belt. But before we get into that, just a couple things. Make sure that you keep sending those requests for the Cobrinha instructionals. He has been out of town for the past couple weeks, so I haven't been able to film any of the instructionals. But last week I did find a cool video that I put up as an instructional just so that we had some sort of instructional to give you guys. He should be back this Friday, so I will be starting up filming for the requests again. So, like I said, make sure that you shoot us a comment here in the comment section, or you can even email us at info@cobrinhabjj.com, and I'll get them put on the list, and we'll do our best to try to get to as many of those as we possibly can. Also, again, appreciate the love and support that you guys have been showing to this show, including the Reddit user School of Honda, who recently just reposted our video and had a lot of nice things to say about the Afterthoughts series, as well as the other couple of people that commented on there and said nice things. So we appreciate that, and we will definitely keep doing our best to try to get you guys the best content that we can and to help you guys keep improving your game. So, with that being said, we'll get right into the commentary with Mike. He will be rolling with very, very high level black belt Kyle Malta, who also owns his own academy up in Palmdale, I believe. So, if you're up in Palmdale and you want to train, go check out Kyle's academy. But right now, enjoy the fourth episode of Afterthoughts with Michael Carnes. All right, so here we got Mike and Kyle Malta.
Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for having me. I'm starting off this role with a very accomplished and high-level black belt, Kyle Malta. He's one of the toughest guys to roll with here. At the academy, he's very big and strong, and it has an excellent top game. So this is one of the times I get a chance to work on like my bottom game with a guy who is just as or bigger than I am, and to see like all the hard work that I put in as far as like working on my guard here. The first thing that I would like to do when I'm rolling with a guy who's bigger than me, I kind of want to keep him off balance, especially if he's starting to pass from his knees. I want to keep my feet in between him by putting it on his hips and pushing and pulling, pushing with the feet and pulling with the upper body. My goal is not to let him sink his head over my belt, because once he starts sinking his head over my belt, it's going to be hard with the leverage that he possesses. Uh, and this particular sweep that I'm trying to set him up in, it's like kind of like my uh, what I call my version of a spider guard, but I'm using actually my shins and my knees to sweep him, because if I use my feet, he's gonna explode out of that and pass and start getting to the side. So I'm starting to set him up with this spider guard that I'm actually using my knees and my feet to kind of get him off balance. He's recognizing it a little bit, but I just staying patient and staying true to the technique right now, and starting to retain my guard and really kind of keep him at bay as much as I possibly can until I find my sweet spot with that sweep.
We were talking earlier about how I do the same sort of sweep, except with my left leg there, I use the lasso instead of just the knee there. You said that you use that sometimes, but just not against bigger guys like Cal.
Yes, I believe the lasso is a great way to keep strong and big guys at bay, but it also can work at a disadvantage to you, especially if you have a guy who as strong as Kyle is and know what to do with that lasso. I can end up getting my foot hurt or trapping myself so I'm not able to move as much anymore, especially if because he knows what he's doing when it comes to that lasso. So you kind of have to be careful. And the lasso kind of works against me because I'm a size 12 foot, so
Oh
my
yeah, so it's
foot.
hard to get in there.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to like get in between like his armpit and those big massive arms of his. So
Right.
I use my knee, and that kind of gives me a little bit more leverage, and it also allows me to use my core a little bit more to kind of keep him at bay. As you can see, like I'm really focused on not letting him get his head above my waistline or above my belt.
And you're doing that by keeping this pressure here on his shoulder, or trying to keep your left hand there on his shoulder and keeping
Right.
him from coming around.
And then most important is because what he wants to do is club me, so I'm controlling his club, his wrist that he's gonna club me with, and that is another way that I can use. Like if he decides to go for that, I can like shrimp out and then get back into my position. So here he kind of gives up on the position because I've protected a little bit. I've protected very well. So now I'm here trying to go back at my sweep again, and yep, I got it. Got him off balance a little bit.
So there, it looked like he was trying. He might have been trying to push that knee down so that he could pass, and that might have got his hips too far forward. Yeah, and you were able to take advantage of that and get the
Right.
sweep.
So right here is what I'm doing is I'm getting that cross collar. Coach shows a way to get people out of turtle, especially big guys. There's like 1,000 techniques you can use, but this one in particular I like because it puts a lot of it helps me to use my weight a little bit to kind of get him to come to the side. So I'm just patient. I'm keeping that cross collar now. I use and I get ready. I'm trying to get to my feet as close as I can so I can move side to side so I can pick the side that he's not expecting me to be on.
So here now you do that. You're about to do that same
Same
sweep
move,
from turtle,
sit
same
back,
move. Yeah.
good, and he kind of gives up on the position a little bit. The little tire sets in, so now I'm working my side control, which can actually be dangerous, especially rolling with Kyle because he's so strong. So what I want to use here is start getting some of his gi to kind of use that leverage to kind of help hold him down a little bit. And right now he's just collecting himself and trying to find his way. If I keep like true to the technique as far as the side control, controlling his elbows, keeping the shoulder pressure on his jaw to give him something to think about, and moving up. So then he gets out, and now we're back at the drawing board again, which is okay. It's setting me up pretty nice here to kind of ride his back and to control his. Right there, I was looking to control his ankle because I know that is the foot that he's looking to post up with. So I want to kind of limit any movement that he can't, any kind of leverage that he can't have to help extend out. And then again, I'm going to be like very sharp. Like I'm moving to a side, but I don't want to pick a particular side so he can find out where I am. And then that's where it works right there, where I can find that side that he wasn't expecting me to be on. And now I'm trying to set up and get acclimated again and lost the position. And this is where the struggle comes because Kyle at judo is very good.
That was, like I said, that was one of the scariest moments of my life when you guys got up and you were coming at me. Oh no.
Yeah. So here I'm gonna go back. He's the black belt, so I started my guard again and working on my part of the game. And like I said, it helps me out tremendously because his passing is so good. It's really like once he get his grips, it's going to be hard for me to retain my guard and to move side to side. But then now I'm in a position where he's at advantage again because his judo is really good. So I've been studying his judo just a little bit and kind of working on some things myself. So my thing right now is his double leg takedowns with guys who are really good at those feet sweeps and everything. So I'm just being patient here, protecting myself and keeping my hips away from him.
Why the double leg instead of the single leg against these guys?
The single leg is if I pick up his leg, his other leg is just as powerful. So he's balancing and hopping on that, and that is still like hard to like control him with just one leg. So if I can get him with two legs and keep him off balance, that makes it better for me because he doesn't have anything to post or to use his leverage to kind of stop me from holding his other leg up. They always say black makes you look leaner, so that gi is doing Kyle no justice. He's really actually bigger than what he actually looks in that particular picture. And here I'm just being patient, making sure like I keep his hands at bay and not letting him get the good position. And I'm gonna wait for him to make a mistake, and I'm gonna start going for these takedowns here.
So there, you think he looks like he's trying to maybe go for a foot sweep, or?
Yep. So there I go, double leg, and got the goal accomplished. Now I start working my passing a little bit, keeping him off his back. And so the same principles that I don't want him to do to me, I want to do to him. Like I want to get my head above him, moving side to side, and trying to get the positions. But then here, as a new brown belt, I can see him starting to go for leg locks and knee bars, and I'm concentrating a little bit too hard these days on not letting guys get knee bars and leg locks, and then when I do that, that's when that sweep happens. But which is good because now I'm working on like my guard retention here, not letting him get a good position so he can set in for his sweeps. One of his really good moves is knee on belly, then cross collar choke. So my goal is to kind of keep moving side to side if permitted, so that I won't let him set in and start working that knee on belly, which hurts very much.
It's not comfortable.
It's not comfortable
Especially
at all.
under Kyle.
Especially under Kyle. And so he's working for those chokes now. So now I'm just in survival mode, like back to the basics, like our white belt days when you're just trying to survive the 10 minutes that you're rolling with, so that you can at least say you can have a moral victory, saying, well, I didn't let him tap me. But that is my goal here, trying to shut down any like offense that he may have as far as like submission wise, and also battling my will. So I always like whenever I do face an opponent and they have a good position, my goal is to always try to face him when I'm in bad position. So my goal is to always turn my hips and facing him, and trying to control one of those arms so I can start working, like using my legs to work to get back into my good position for my guard. And Kyle does a good job of not letting me do it, like riding my hips and putting a lot of pressure on me. And I think he's gonna kill me for saying this, but I think he's using the wall there. I felt the jolt of energy as I backed to try to get out of that, and saw his footprint on the back of that on that wall. But it's all good. I'm just gonna walk away from it to kind of keep him at bay from using it.
There you go. And then
The time.
that's time
That's
right
my
there.
best friend here. Yeah.
Yeah. How long do you think you'd have survived after that?
I don't know. I was looking at that clock, and the goal was not to let him submit me. And it was that's a tough role to ask for when you're being videoed and then you're gonna do commentary. But
you asked for it though.
I did
That was
ask.
your own fault.
I did ask for it. I did, because we're here to better ourselves, and I thought that would that'll help out a lot. So I will show you guys not just the submissions I probably have here, but also the tough times that I do have here rolling with bigger guys when it comes to rolling with guys as accomplished as Kyle is.
Yeah, but I'm really glad that you did end up rolling with Kyle, because this is going to be a fun role for people to watch, because like I said, the first time we've had two of our bigger guys on the show, so most of the time we've had the smaller, agile people. We had Kennedy, we had Ron, we had Isaac. So now we got something for the bigger dudes out there that are watching this. So appreciate you coming out to do it, man.
Oh man, thanks for having me, and thanks for allowing me to come in here and show the guys are actually what we do. We are known as a small man school. We do get a lot of guys that are small, but actually you do learn a lot here. It will help your game out, like being a bigger guy coming here and learning from Coach Cobrinha.
You were talking earlier about how you before you came here that you never really played guard, that you never went into it, and now you're out here, you're playing guard. You got your guard retention strong. You're berimboloing people.
Yes, that was one of the main reasons why I decided to come here. I heard so much good things about Coach Cobrinha, and being a jiu-jitsu practitioner myself, like I was very critical, and I noticed I came here as a purple belt, and before I came here, I actually was a Pan Am world champion, a Pan Am champion at the purple division, and I just didn't feel 100% satisfied with that win, because everything was top game. Yeah. I took the guy down. I never really expanded my jiu-jitsu from the bottom, and to be honest, if I would have went on the bottom, that probably would have cost me the match, because I didn't have a ground game. I didn't have a back game, a bottom game. And so that was one of the main things that I was focused on when I came here working with Coach Cobrinha. And he helped me out along the way, by not allowing me every roll always got to start at the bottom.
Yeah, right.
So my first couple months here, maybe my first year here, was pretty humbling. It was I had white and blue belts passing my guard and kind of beating me to a pulp. And the goal was like, man, once I get this guard down, I'm gonna punish everybody when I get to the top. I get to the top. But actually working from my guard and drilling a lot of my guard techniques has actually helped my top game a lot better because I find myself being a lot more agile passing at the top and a lot smarter passing at the top, not necessarily using a lot of power, but using a lot of leverage and pressure now.
Gotcha. Do you think that your top game improved because of the bottom game, because you understood the bottom game more and you knew what, like, if you were on bottom, what would you not want the person on top to do? And then you, as the top person, could do those things.
That's one of them, and the second one would be just rolling with Rom and Isaac and all the top guys that you guys see on YouTube or see on Facebook. Like I roll with those guys, and they always start on their back, and a lot of the times, and it's tough passing those guys guards. So you have to. I get a lot of practice passing tough guys guard, and coach. Of course, I roll with Coach Cobrinha, and that's usually very humbling.
Yeah, that's a tough guard to get around.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very tough guard to come around. And I think the time that I almost passed it, there was a beating waiting for me like a second right after that. So
I love it. There did you have a one time where you owned like the Little Giants one time?
You know, it was like I don't even think it would have counted as a point. It was so quick. I got that position, and I think I lost it because I looked up to see if anybody was looking at me past this guard.
Right.
Next thing you know, like I was just. It was just a tornado just happened right after that. Coach just beat me, but he does a good job when we roll. Like he becomes the big man. Like he feels like a 300-pound person on top of me whenever I'm rolling, and I'm 210, and I don't think he reaches the 160, 150 area. And when we're rolling, I feel a lot of pressure on him. I feel a lot of pressure coming from him when I'm rolling. So those are the things that I like to, like I'm learning from him to implement. Just using that the leverage and the pressure game to expand a little bit.
Yeah, if he can feel like a big guy, imagine using the same thing that
me on top
you
of
actually with the weight.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, cool. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. It was a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited to keep watching you too as a brown belt competing. When's the next time you're gonna compete, man?
The next one is January 24th. The Dubai Trials in Long Beach. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, cool. At the Pyramid or?
At the Pyramid.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm thinking and there's that's going to be a black belt and brown belt division at the same time. So I'm excited to see where that goes. I could be wrong, but for what I gather, I think they're putting the black belts and brown belts in the same division. I'm looking forward to that. Like, there's a lot of work to be done before that, but like I said, like I look to work on those weaknesses, and we're coming in here every day and working on those things to try to get better. And I have a great staff of people here that's helping me along the way.
Well, before we get out of here, you got anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs, anything you want to do like that?
Yes, I do. First and foremost, Coach Cobrinha. I want to thank him and I thank his instructors, Fabio, of course, Rom, and my first private instructor when I came here was Isaac. He kind of implemented his game into mine. I really appreciate that. My training partners, Kyle, Jeff, Matt Hennessy, and my strength and conditioning coaches at GTS Sports. Joe, Jason, the lead trainer, and his assistant, Dennis. And thanks for having me, guys. I hope I was able to help out some guys that they had any questions or rolling in the guard with big guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys out there competing again soon.
Sure, brother. All right, man. All right, take it easy. Thanks for
having me.
All right, guys, and that's the show. Again, thank you so much for watching and checking it out. I hope that the big guys out there that watch these learned something from Mike and they were able to take something away from that. Again, like I said at the beginning, if you are out in Palmdale, Kyle does own a gym called Elite Fight and Fitness, so definitely go check that out. Great academy to go and learn from. And thanks a lot to Michael Carnes for coming on to the show and talking with us for a little bit and giving us, some of his knowledge and helping out everybody's game. So again, appreciate you guys watching. And quick announcement that I will make is starting at the beginning of 2016. Talked to Cobrinha, and me and him decided that it would probably be a good idea to start doing maybe 2 of these a month instead of just 1. So I know that you guys on a couple different occasions have asked for more afterthoughts than what we've been putting out. So we decided that in response to that we will happily do them 2 times a month. So starting at the beginning of the year, expect those 2 times a month, and then we'll try to do one or two instructionals as well for you guys. Um, and yeah, like I said, keep those requests coming, and hope that you guys keep enjoying these now that they're going to be coming in twice as often. So, thanks again for watching, guys, and have a good
Yeah,
rest of your
yeah, yeah,
August.
yeah, yeah.